Hey, attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So guys, as most of you know, Terra Luna Classic right now is going through the most intense time it has gone through, okay, in a while. Now, as most of you know, Terra Luna Classic, going back, things looked very, very bad. I'm not going to go into the past history, but you guys remember all the stuff that happened. But now we are moving forwards, okay? We want to see Terra Luna Classic succeed, and we had a very nice pump not long ago, okay? That pump brought in very, very nice volume. So we're talking over 1 billion in volume. Guys, you can see the charts yourself. So today we are voting upon a tax rate, okay? A tax burn policy that could be deciding for the future. Do we put that 1.5% or do we not increase it to that level? Now, the community is very, very divided. It's not like a, united, one-sided argument. Guys, there are many, many things being said about it. Even the influencers themselves are very, very, divided about this issue. So if we don't actually discuss this, if we don't talk about it, because there is some voting going on right now with Terra Luna Classic, maybe this could be a very negative impact in the future. So many are saying, well, you know what, we have to burn. Terra Luna Classic has to burn because as of now, we have to reach the $1 mark. We have to go back to these old periods, get into some really strong recovery phase, and it all is very possible. As you know, the volume has gone up. Things are looking very interesting, and if we had a nice burn rate, then things would actually start moving all the way up, okay? We'd start deleting those zeros because the volume is there. But others are saying, well, you know what, if we increase the burn rate here with Terra Luna Classic, it's going to discourage many to build on it, and it's just not going to be viable. So the volume is going to decrease because the burn rate is going to be so high. So it is a very confusing situation for many. This is why, if you look at the voting procedure, you have a yes, no, and then you've got that veto section as well, or you can just abstain. But we have to put everything into perspective. Now, guys, if we don't take any serious action right now, perhaps this could be leave Terra Luna Classic without a vision, without a future. This is what many people are scared of. Because without a vision, we don't really have a path. We don't know where we're going. And the whole idea was that we were going to hit $1, at least 1 cent. Okay? And without some serious burning, this isn't going to happen. And I know some of you are going to come out and say, well, you know what? We need demand as well. It's not just about burn. Of course. But I don't think demand is going to be affected that much if we increase the burn rate here a little bit. Because we are going into a bull run. And once we go into a bull run, if we had a nice tax, okay, and all the whales were doing all the transactions, if all the exchanges also had a good tax rate, if all of them agreed on the same tax rate, then it would just be normalized. And this thing would actually go up like no tomorrow, and that would contribute to a lot of burns, and those burns could help eliminate those zeros. So you see what I'm trying to say here is that we could potentially just see it being eliminated very, very quickly. This isn't going to be a long procedure because, for example, Shiba Inu has a crazy circulating supply. Terra Luna doesn't have anywhere close to that circulating supply. Literally, it has 100 times less. So think about it, okay? You got to think about the future. And a few whales could actually make this happen. A few exchanges could make it happen. And I think Binance has been very strong with, some serious burning happening. So it is in our hands to actually come up with a conclusion, and we are running out of time because the closing voting dates are, well, it's about to close basically. So the voting date is about to close, and if we take the wrong decision, I don't know if it could be the end of Terra Luna Classic, but we could stop ourselves from actually hitting some serious recovery periods. People are coming up with a lot of ideas. They're saying, well, you know what, actually the reason why it went up here was because, we are at a low burn rate, low tax rate. And since, the higher tax rate was suggested, people were just jumping in quickly and trying to, make as many transactions as possible before it changes. Well, I think that is not the case. The real case here was the Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin pumped up. We saw it go over 40,000, and it made the whole crypto market rally. It made it go up. It made it pump up. So that's an important point that needs to be, put out there. Now, the other side also, the ones that want to keep the tax rates low, are the validators, because the validators, from what I understand, will benefit way more from higher volumes, which they think are going to be possible with lower rates. They are actually gaining more from higher volumes, and in their opinion, if the rate, the tax rate, the burn rate goes up, they're not going to benefit from lower volumes. So they're watching for their own backs. And on top of it, okay, everybody is going to be just thinking, well, is it just becoming too expensive? And some people are just going to have to accept it. Imagine if all the exchanges were to implement the same rate, it would just be the norm. And if people were kind of, becoming more informed and more knowledgeable about what they could actually get in the future, if in the short term they were to sacrifice, then perhaps they would be more willing to do it. But the thing is, do they have enough information? Or are people just very stubborn and they just stick to one point? Because the one point here is very simple. Increase the burn rate here, and we could be eliminating those zeros and actually starting to properly remove the circulating supply, or we keep it low and have the volume high up. So nobody knows 100% how exactly it is gonna turn out to be. Okay, I can't give you any precise numbers or figures, but you have to do your due diligence to really understand that. Are you team yes? Are you team no? And how is that going to benefit you? Are you more of a short-term thinker? Are you more of a long-term thinker? You see how many things here are dependent on each other. And, if you are willing to stick it out and hold Terra Luna Classic and trust the process and see how the volume could actually be very stable, because we have actually pumped. And I think now here it's going to consolidate these numbers, and we could have it pumping again twice with the Bitcoin ETFs and Bitcoin halving. So imagine having a big also burn rate with all the whales coming in, with all the exchanges, if they decide to implement the burn rate. So we could eliminate a few zeros, and that's going to push up the price. Or do we keep it like this and be scared to turn away some other key players that want to work on this? Okay, so let me know down below how you feel about it. Okay, how would you vote? Yes, increase, not increase. What is more beneficial for Terra Luna Classic? Do you want the recovery, or do you think the recovery will be done in a different way? How do you view it yourselves, guys? So make sure you turn that notifications bell on, make sure you subscribe, and as usual, guys, a big thank you to everyone. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.